I found Melissa through, actually, my husband is a firefighter, and she was helping some of the other firefighters on my husband's shift. So my husband started seeing her and noticing results, and I was like, I would like to be a part of that also. So I contacted Melissa and met with her, and that was sort of the beginning of it all. Yeah, I'd been seeing my primary, and I'd actually gone to a couple different primaries, and unfortunately, with not meeting Melissa, I guess, soon enough in my life, I've had quite a few, issues like I talked about with after my pregnancies and just some hormone things, and nothing was ever done about any of the things that I would then lack after estrogen or progesterone or any of that. And I that was in my 30s, and so I went basically 10 years without just feeling like, is this premenopause? Is this I don't know what I'm going through. And it was sad because I'd been to multiple, I went to my primary, I went to my OB, and it was just, well, these are your numbers. So I finally did ask for, we actually were doing our life insurance, which is what sparked all of, and they needed a blood draw to up our life insurance. So did a blood draw, and I got all of my numbers back, and they were aggressively high. And I was like, holy cow, this isn't good. So I took that to my primary, and basically was told, it's okay, you're going to be okay. It's just part of being, almost 40. And I thought, geesh, this is going to be, I hope to live a long life, but this is going to be a long road ahead of me. So after my husband started seeing Melissa, it was like she listened, and she was like, yeah, these are not good. She validated what I felt, but couldn't, you can't describe it. Like, this just doesn't feel right. I'd say 2 weeks later, I was like waking up in the morning and had energy. I'd slept the whole night long. My body battery on my watch was saying, 98 to 100%, and it was running about 48 to 50. So I immediately felt better. I had more energy. And then once we started on the different medicines, like the bad foods that your cheat snacks, your Reese's here and there, or what have you, or a Coke, didn't even sound good anymore because you could see your body changing and you felt so much differently when you didn't have those. I was excited. I remember calling my husband and I think this is it. I think it's finally going to change. I've been to my family doctor, been to several different doctors just to try to get somebody to listen to me, that there's just something hormonally not okay in my body that I needed help with. And she was the first one that I felt like listened and already had a plan in place. No matter what my blood work came back as, she was like, if it's this, we'll do this. If it's this, we'll do this. And so I felt like we had a plan. I feel great. My thyroid's all in check, progesterone. I feel like my hormones are all leveled out. I'm 40. And so sometimes you get hot flashes and things, and I don't have those anymore as much as your middle of the night, you're during the day. And I'm just living life. And I think I went into my 40s feeling better than I did going into my 30s, which is remarkable.